I know many people. And first of all, there are actually plenty of studies. There's studies looking at, there's actually a whole paper, a very long paper that just said, ketogenic diet as a treatment modality for autism.
Yeah, I've
And
seen
this
that
is,
paper. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, this is in the published literature. I mean, this isn't just
Yeah.
like anecdotal.
Yeah.
We've seen some people here
Yeah.
and
We've not
there.
made it up.
No, and so there are already medical institutions that are using ketogenic metabolic therapy as an adjunct to
Yeah.
treating kids with autism, and they're getting fantastic results. And
Yeah.
I had a lady on my podcast named Allie, and she had a son. I met her at KetoCon. I met her son, and he was a very nice little boy,
Mhm.
seemed pretty normal, and didn't think anything of it. And she said, "This is my son. He actually is a nonverbal autistic." And I'm like thinking to myself, I'm
Mhm.
like, pretty sure I heard him speak. And then she followed up
Right.
by saying, uh, "Only when he eats carbohydrates." Yeah,
Good God.
yeah.
Good God.
And so she, was on carnivore. She was transitioning them and just getting him on it. He was doing better and better and better. And then he'll go over to his grandparents' house, who at the time weren't necessarily on board. And so,
Yeah.
they're trying to like, oh well, they want cookies, they want candy. Let's just give them that and have this nice bonding time. Doing drugs together, I guess. And the kid would come back. And he wouldn't be able to speak for 3 days. He would go
Wow.
there normally and be mute for 3 days. She was able to get him basically on a carnivore diet, or at least strongly ketogenic
Mhm.
based diet. And after about a year or so, I don't know exactly the time, she messaged me and she said, "My son has just tested into the gifted program in school."
That's an
So
amazing story.
yeah,
Wow,
I
that's fantastic. Yeah.
and I mean,
Yeah.
even if there was an off chance that could happen for your child, I would,
Mm.
I would really want that for my kid. And
Yeah.
give it a chance. I had another conversation with a gentleman, Jonathan Griffiths, and very nice guy. He's a professional bodybuilder in the UK. He does carnivore and carnivore coaching, things like that. And uh, autism came up in the conversation, and he just said, he was like, "Actually, I'm autistic," and I would not have guessed that for a second. And
Mm.
he said,
Mm.
if I had, before I went carnivore, 1 year ago, I would not have been able to have the conversation we're having right now.
Wow.
And he's full, a full grown adult, and yet it
Mhm.
still had that dramatic difference for him, which I think is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Every time I hear one of these stories, it sends shivers down my spine. The idea that something so powerful and yet so simple is also something that a lot of people don't know about and won't accept.